It's been a great year for sport here in South Wales. The Welsh capital has seen playoff drama, rugby internationals and of course the Ryder Cup. But it all climaxes here at the Men's Health Survival of the Fittest, powered by Land Rover. For the second year running, over 1,000 competitors face 10 obstacles over 10 kilometres around the city. And it all culminates with a scramble over the Wall of Fame, the last obstacle before the finish line. It's a lot of fun, but it ain't no fun run. Let's find out more from your race commentator, Rob Walker.
Thanks, Nigel. Yes, the delights of Cardiff await for a race with a difference, 10k and 10 obstacles. They won't have much time to take in the sights of the bay. And this one will test the strength as well as the stamina. A really intriguing course, 10 obstacles, hay bale scrambles, slippery walls, urban jungles. They do a step climb in the Millennium Stadium before heading back to the finish.
Last year's fittest and fastest man on the course by far was local lad Andrew Friend, who smashed the course and the opposition and almost came apart at the Wall of Fame.
Well, if you were watching 12 months ago, you will remember this moment when Andrew Friend almost undid all his good work. Just yards from the finish, the very last obstacle. And an 8-foot wall sounds pretty straightforward, but it really isn't. And he had to give himself a big run up, and at last he made it to the top and took the title in fine style.
But it's still exactly the same height, and it took me 3 times to get over last year. I haven't done any specific practice for it. So if it came down to it, who knows? Again, who knows? I had a long break over the summer to get myself right after a long winter and a long track season. I don't think I'm as fit as I was last year, but I'm still in shape. So yeah, we'll see how we go.
Well, there is the defending champion just sizing up some of his rivals. Bruce Rayside, who has a reason to perform here today.
I actually beat 3 Commonwealth internationals before they actually head out to Delhi. I did a mile race in Middlesbrough, and 2 guys representing England and 1 guy representing Scotland. I actually beat them quite comfortably. I've been suffering a mild groin strain earlier in the season, so I actually missed out on the Commonwealth trials. So this is why I'm doing this kind of thing, really, just to sort of like make up for it, I think.
The time for talking is over. It's time for me to go and have a bit of a tea break. Pulses are racing, and soon this lot will be too. Mr. Walker, it's over to you.
Well, thanks for the formalities, Mr. Clark. There they are on the start line. The first wave of runners ready to go. And as is always the case here in Cardiff, very good support along the route. It's a good one for the spectators, this. Decent headwear there as well. Here we go then, the 2010 Cardiff Survival of the Fittest is underway. Just 50 metres to the first obstacle, the hay bale scramble. Some interesting techniques being employed there. And here they come. It's like an army of red ants. A couple of fallers there. Andrew Friend just making his presence felt at the front. There really isn't any room to get into a rhythm on this course, because no sooner have you done a few hundred metres, there's something else to scramble up or over or below. 1,500 competitors, and some of them will take quite a while to get round this course. A lot longer than a certain Andrew Friend intends to be out on the roads of Cardiff, wearing 6.45 there. Ross McDonald in the yellow t-shirt, just moving through the field quite comfortably. He's representing the For Goodness Shakes race team, that's why he's in yellow. And meanwhile, the 2 leaders, Andrew Friend looking very relaxed. And there's his training partner, Mike Callenberg, on the left of your screen, wearing 1050, as McDonald just takes close order there on the lead duo. And Callenberg certainly looks up for this.
You've been doing a lot of training alongside Andrew Friend. Has that helped you? Has he given you some tips, pointers?
Yeah, he gave me a few pointers about some of the obstacles, how to get over them best I can.
Has it also helped with your speed work? Because, yeah, I mean, he's a fast cat.
Yeah, definitely. He's definitely a good training partner, someone to tag on to. Hoping we can help each other around the course.
Well, Friend, the defending champion, in the lead at the moment, and there is Ross McDonald in the yellow alongside him. Callenberg just tracking their movements, and have a look at Bruce Rayside, Bit of a smile, bit of an exchange. And the man who missed out on the Commonwealth Games has decided he's going to take things on. There you can just see him following the lead motorbike. And this is a real move in the early stages by Bruce Rayside. He's got a PB over 10k of just outside 30 minutes, so he is a pretty decent performer. Just took a little glance over his shoulder there to see what had happened to the chasing trio after that injection of pace. So interesting scenes at the front. Rayside has his tactics, and so too do the rest of the competitors. We've got waves going every 15 minutes, so it really does keep things going for the crowd. Going from strength to strength, this event, 1,500 competitors this year. Now back with the leaders, and you can hear the shingle underfoot. This is an exhausting surface to run on, maybe quite similar to running over sand. And there's Rayside trying to use this barrage construction site to increase his lead, with Kallenberg, Friend and McDonald in hot pursuit. But it's an interesting tactic being employed by Bruce Rayside as he untangles himself through the rope web. It would be a good stage of the course to try and eke out a 20 or 30 second advantage. You can see him just having a little look around, trying to ascertain what damage he's done in the time he's spent at the front of the field. Daniel Schwartz with the dreadlocks, and the lead quartet have really opened things up here in the early stages, and the rest of the guys who are chasing top 10 finishes are really having to work. But it's all looking good so far for Rayside. Andrew Friend getting down into the tunnel. Remember, this is the guy that said he's not in quite as good a shape as he was last year, and he's certainly going to have to work hard to hold on to that title. Kallenberg up on his feet very quickly there, ahead of McDonald. So those four clearing away, and the battle for the top 10 finish in full flow here. Meanwhile, back at the start, they still pour over the line.
Well, I normally do more simple races without all the extra tasks, so I thought this would be more interesting, and he made me do it.
I spoke to the girlfriend, said, "Do you fancy it? You up for it?" I went, "Yeah, okay, let's do it." So, yeah.
How did that conversation go? Hun, I'm doing the 10k obstacle run, you're coming.
It was a little bit of blackmail, actually. It was like, I'm not doing it without you, so I kind of felt like I should do it.
Well, it's the first time for anything like this for me, so we're doing it for charity this year as well, so it'll be a good thing.
All right, girls, is this your first event of this nature?
Yes. Pretty scared, but looking forward to it.
All right, ladies, so have you done an event like this before?
I did Tough Guy in 2009, but other than that, no.
When you're knackered at the end, the wall's a killer. Yeah.
That's it, isn't it? You've come to the end of 10k, and then you've got to climb the wall. Have you been doing any special training for the wall?
Yeah, I looked at the photos on the internet.
That's the kind of training I like to hear. Take it as it comes. And all these competitors entering the competition with the right spirit. Now back with Bruce Rayside. He's at the Land Rover obstacle, and it's 4 options here of going under or going over. So it'll be interesting to see how the chasing trio take it. Kallenberg maybe alongside Andrew Friend, who's looking a little bit tired. And as Rayside went under, the defending champion's gone over. Maybe using his height to good advantage there. But he's certainly having to work hard here. McDonald, really strong guy. He's a real sporting all-rounder, this fella. He was captain of Swansea University Rugby Club last year. Rayside. Oh, he's gone down. Well, what a moment that was. The pace bike slipped over on the wood, and so too did Rayside. He's just had a little word with the cyclist. No hard feelings. I don't actually think the cyclist tripped him over. It was the wood that took him down. Now we're with the chaser, Mike Callenberg, just going past the Norwegian church. And is this a definitive move to get clear of his training partner and the defending champion Andrew Friend? So first and second have daylight between the rest of the field. Not so for these guys. And in case they were getting warm, the Welsh Fire Brigade are cooling things down. Great sights here in the Welsh capital. Good tumble as well.
So are you worried?
Yeah, very.
Have you done a lot of training for it?
Yeah, I've been training for about 8 or 9 months now. Probably because I'm the oldest of the group, so.
Well, plenty of mud as well as obstacles here in Cardiff. Really is a good all-round test of fitness, this course. One that Bruce Rayside is winning at the moment. Join us after the break to see if he can hang on.
Welcome back to the Men's Health Survival of the Fittest. Let's hit the streets of Cardiff again with your commentator, Rob Walker.
Well, 10k and 10 obstacles, and so far so good for the leader Bruce Rayside, the man who missed out on selection for the Commonwealth Games. Arrived here in the Welsh capital with intent, and in hot pursuit, Mike Callenberg. He's been training with last year's champion Andrew Friend, but it's Callenberg taking the honours in that partnership at the moment. Andrew Friend in third there, looking a little bit tired. And both of them chasing this man, Bruce Rayside. Very fast on the traditional 10Ks, but this is a race with a difference.
He's got some quick times on the flat, but I'm not sure how he'll handle himself over the obstacles, so that'll be the interesting part.
You think you'll have on the edge on him just because of the obstacles?
Not necessarily me, more Andy because he's experienced, he's done the course before. I don't know how I'll handle myself with the obstacles either.
Well, he's going pretty well at the moment, Mike Callenberg. But can he close down on the elusive Bruce Rayside? Well, we may see some of these guys again at the second and third events in this series. Cardiff is the first, and there's Nottingham and Edinburgh still to come. And these events are definitely more tiring than they look. Anyone who's done a 3,000-metre steeplechase on the track knows just how fatiguing it is when you have your rhythm interrupted going over the barriers. Well, that doesn't help either. Quite a few succumbing to the slippery wood, and good to see so many people out on the course supporting these competitors. 1,500 of them, remember.
Good day so far?
Yeah, fab, thank you.
Oh, she's having a good day. Up, under, across, sliding. That's a great tumble, and I'm not really sure they need to be cooled off. I'm sure the firemen are enjoying that a bit more than the runners. Now, back with Bruce Rayside. He's in the parkour zone, and that's what they call it in France. We know it as free running. And apparently the French invented it as an art form to test agility. Well, he's not quite as impressive as the videos you may have seen on YouTube, but he's certainly going well here and looks very relaxed, our race leader. Remember, he had that groin problem earlier in the year, but he's not showing any ill effects from that at the moment. Now, there's Mike Callenberg, the chaser. He looks absolutely drenched. Still going well. And remember, he's got this sort of personal battle going with last year's champion, Andrew Friend, his training partner. And he's certainly winning that one at the moment. Next stop for Rayside is the Millennium Stadium, and 10 very well-known flights of stairs. And is it going to be second place for Callenberg? Going very well at the moment, but it's a big, big lead. Now Andrew Friend in third place at the moment, having to give his shoelace some attention. And I could be wrong, but this guy looks absolutely shattered. This is not quite the same calibre of performance we saw here in the Welsh capital 12 months ago. And look who's coming, all in yellow, Ross MacDonald. Well, he was fourth last year, the former Swansea student. And he can see and sense a very tired defending champion up ahead. And McDonald, oh, he's racing through that obstacle. A little look of exasperation from Andrew Friend. He's absolutely gone, I reckon. McDonald, though, up into third, on the podium. And the question for him is, can he close down on Kallenberg, who himself is trying to stretch out and close down on the lead of Bruce Rayside, who makes his way into the Millennium Stadium. Those of you who enjoy your Six Nations rugby will know just what a fantastic atmosphere this stadium can create on match day. Not many people to applaud the race leader at the moment, but he really is going superbly up those stairs. A man of speed and stamina. So here's Kallenberg. Quite a distance behind at the moment. In the darkness, and soon he will emerge, and he might get a glimpse of Rayside, who's absolutely skipping down those stairs. Let's have a look at the technique. Well, he's definitely been practicing that. A superb ascent of the stairs. They're climbing in excess of 200 here in the Millennium Stadium. And I think with every stride, Bruce Rayside is closing in on a great victory. Little stumble there from Kallenberg. We've seen that back down the field. He's taking those steps two at a time. But it's job done as far as Rayside is concerned. He's finished with the Millennium Stadium. Now he's got the inflatable to contend with. I wonder if he's enjoying that. Certainly looks as though he's not concerned about what's going on behind him. Excellent performance in the stadium. And he's not far away now from what will be a great finish. We always knew he had the flat speed. Remember that personal best just outside 30 minutes over 10k. But it was a question of how well he could do with the obstacles. That was the question that Mike Kallenberg wanted answered. And he knows he's got a real race on his hands here if he's going to deny Rayside a victory. Little glance over the shoulder, just trying to make sure that he is in front. Meanwhile, it's mud, it's effort, and enjoyment, you hope, as well. Well, that's one way to get unstuck. Come on, keep pushing. I'm sure they get harder as they go along those climbs. That was a soaking they didn't need. Great costumes, though. And you can see how muddy the inflatable's becoming, and that's why. Wrong way, ladies. Come back, please. That's better. Now, Bruce Rayside. He's in the urban jungle. He's got about 400 metres to go before the finish. But he can't hear the bell. He's not on a track. He's still got these obstacles to climb. And remember, he's got the Wall of Fame to finish. And we saw the shots of Andrew Friend, last year's champion, trying to haul his way up the big barrier. And it looks as though the defending champion's training partner, Mike Kallenberg, will have to settle for second, because here comes the leader to the big applause. Can he get up there first time? It's a solid climb. It's not a spectacular one, but the grimace is about to turn to a smile because he's done it. Bruce Rayside is the Cardiff Survival of the Fittest champion for 2010, and he's done it in style. Come on, the cries for Mike Kallenberg. Desperately trying to work his way up. He's done really well to secure the silver. Great effort.
Bruce, amazing race there. I mean, you absolutely blew the field away. How was it for you?
It was awesome. You know, it was so exciting. It was a bit mental. I didn't know what to expect. I mean, I was just running along thinking, you know, I didn't know whether I was going to collapse or whether I was going to carry on going. I mean, I feel now like I could just carry on and do it again, you know, but well, I've got the opportunity to do it 2 more times in Nottingham and Edinburgh, so I'm really excited, looking forward to that.
Well, clearly a fan of the format, Bruce Rayside, and here comes Ross McDonald. Bit of a slip there, still smiling. Needs to make absolutely sure of it here. He'll be delighted to finish in 3rd, having just missed out on the podium 12 months ago. Really good effort when he went past Andrew Friend. And that seemed to give him the confidence and the impetus to finish a great run. Well, he's braver than most as well. Pretty cool here in Cardiff, and he's in the ice bath straight away. Good lad. Now here's another one of the For Goodness Shakes race team. David Hollis. An unusual technique. Is he going to get stuck? How on earth is he going to haul himself up from that position? Needs a helping hand and needs to do something quickly, because Andrew Friend and Blake Evitt are coming. Friend is up quickest. 4th this year, but a big smile and congratulations from his teammate Callenberg.
Cracking run.
I thought it'd be close after some of the training sessions done recently. I thought it'd be down to the finish, down to the wire, so I'm happy, yeah.
Well, it's a great way for the spectators to see the finale of the race, and it certainly contributes to a memorable morning and a great finish.
That was fantastic.
Fantastic. It's my 2nd time, so it's brilliant. I'm a sucker for pain. I am.
I think I've conquered some of my demons today. And
Hard work, but the best time of my life.
How was it?
absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much. Yeah, really good fun.
Bloody hell. Mental. Really good.
Big celebrations for some at the finish. That's a great effort. It's been a big success, this year's race, and it's a concept that continues to go from strength to strength. Next stop on the Survival of the Fittest tour is Nottingham, where there will be in excess of 4,000 competitors. And if the atmosphere there is half as good as it has been here in Cardiff, they'll be in for another great day.
Excellent. Everything. It's brilliant fun. Just another normal day in Cardiff.
So that's it. Bruce has won the Survival of the Fittest here in Cardiff. There is another event coming up in Nottingham. We'll be there and we'll see you then.